what me and Deft have is a very, very unique friendship.
편성할 때 만나게 된 걸 보고 원래 결승에서나 만나고 싶었는데
Facing each other in the finals would have been the dream. But I think the stage here in London is going to be filled with a lot of excitement.
Mako, he's in trouble, he flashes out for death! He's gonna get first blood! That's a double kill for the team!
One on the board, it's a triple kill for Reckless though! They're turning onto Kid and Kitties, quadra kill for Reckless!
Both of us have a lot of things still to show. It's a perfect place to fight each other because it has to happen in the end, right? Me on one side and Deft on the other, I cannot possibly see it becoming anything less than a great game.
The stun! The triple kill! The quadra kill for Hooties! For EDG, this is the team fighting team we're expecting. They finally showed up, but it's gonna be enough! There are no respawns, and Fnatic take the first seed out of the group!
Hello and welcome to Day 3 of the 2015 League of Legends World Championship quarterfinals. We're moving on to the second half of the bracket at the SSE Arena in Wembley, where the fans are out in droves and pumped as ever. Of course, we've got Fnatic coming up onto the stage, so you know there's going to be a ton of energy in that crowd anytime that team is playing. Earlier in the day, a real-life champion select taking place outside the venue. Banned out and not pictured, unfortunately, is Gangplank. And, of course, here you're getting a look at Edward Gaming making their way into the venue just a short time ago. Deft bringing up the real. He'll be going up against Fnatic, as well as his longtime friend and spirit animal, Reckless. Worlds will end for one of these teams, while the other will continue down the road towards the Summoners Cup. Hello, everyone. I'm James Dash Patterson, anchoring the analyst desk, where I'm joined by the head coach of Europe's Rockcat, Jacob Yamano-Kenan Meddi, the OPL's Jake Spawn Tiberi, and North America's own Aiden Zyrene Moon. Thank you for joining me for another huge matchup that will change the face of the knockout stage, gentlemen.
You're welcome.
Thank you for having me.
There you go.
Yeah.
See?
Come on,
Be polite. Spawn has no interest in being polite today. Brief recap with the yesterday's 3-0 win. SK Telecom are the second team to advance to next week's semifinals in Brussels, while they'll face Origin. Now, yesterday, Crumbs claimed that semifinal series is where SK Telecom could finally be handed their first loss. And in an interview with LoLesports.com, the players of SKT echoed the sentiment, saying they don't see themselves as invincible. Do you guys follow the same line of thinking there?
I just think that's a great mentality to have, though, because that was a big thing that we heard them talk about. Aaron actually, Koma did an interview where he was saying complacency and underestimating your opponents is what would be the downfall of SKT, so they're not going to do that here.
Yeah, but they look pretty unbeatable at the moment. Like, if we're going to take a look at their games yesterday, sure, Game 3 looked a little bit shaky, but I don't see them losing a late game to Origin, and Origin haven't shown yet that they can play very early on in the map at this world, so we'll see whether they can take one.
Like, I'm just, first off with Crumb's statement, like, if Origin plays like they did on Thursday, and SKT did play as if they played on Friday, I think Origin will have a quick 3-0 on their hands.
Well, Niels
like
himself did say
SKT.
that if they played the way they played on Thursday, that they would not stand a chance against SKT. So the presumption is that they will make some efforts to buff up their play. Of course, now it's time to jump to the other half of the bracket in today's series. So let's send it to Freak on stage to meet the teams that will do battle.
Hello, London! And welcome to Day 3 of the League of Legends World Championship quarterfinals. We've already crowned 2 semifinalists already, and today we find the third. Starting on the blue side for Game 1, the #1 seed from the European League of Legends Championship Series. But it's gonna be Fnatic! There are no respawns, and Fnatic take the first seed out of the group. Well, the crowd here doesn't need the introduction, but for you at home, the top laner, Hootie! Roaming the jungle, Rainover. Manning the mid lane, Febivin. At AD carry, Reckless. Their support, Yellow Star. And Fnatic's coach, Daylor. Let's hear it for Fnatic, everybody. And their opponents on the red side, the champions of the mid-season invitational from China's League of Legends Pro League, Edward Gaming.
EDG, this is the team fighting team we were expecting. They finally showed up.
In the top lane, Koro. Ganking from the jungle, Clear Love. One of the kings of the mid lane, Pawn. Their AD carry, Deft. The support, Mako. Substitute top laner, Amazing J. And EDG's coach, Aaron. Ladies and gentlemen, EDG. One more time, London. Let's hear it for tonight's quarterfinalists.
Well, there they are. A lot of history between these two.